Hey guys, and welcome to Car Guy 1999 reviews. Today, thanks to Infinity of Nashua, we have the 2026 Infiniti QX60 Sport. Probably the most anticipated car in the QX60 lineup because it's the new version. It replaces the sensory trim level, so now you have Pure, Luxe, Sport, Autograph. Has an optional two-tone roof. It's going to dark out all the chrome trim. Body color door handles are now standard for 26. Black crossbars, even without a black roof. Black trim down here. Dark black badges. S for Sport. Different wheels. As tested price, $66,490. This one has the illuminated headliner. Front end is really where most of the changes were made. New front splitter, more aggressive front grille. These cross slats are much more pronounced, and obviously your dark bronze trim. But okay, I should say the biggest change is the interior, the addition of blue leather. This is the only available interior for a Sport. On window stickers and everything, it's going to say graphite. When we were ordering them, they all said graphite, and we're like, what's going on? This is graphite. With blue inserts is how they look at it. Sport now gives you captain's chairs. It also gives you black headliner, removable center console. You do of course have sunshades on both doors. Open pore wood trim. This, if you ever get into one and you see this in an Autograph or a Sport, that is to control your illuminated headliner. So there's lights right here that illuminate the headliner at night. Pretty darn cool. All Google based infotainment system. Blue all throughout here, blue here. I'm not sure how it's going to come across on camera because, well, I'm wearing the camera, I can't see it. Powertrain wise, everything's the same as all the other QX60s. Round view monitor. Nothing changed for the Sport dynamically. The 4-cylinder VC Turbo 4 was added in 25. For 26, they tweaked it a little bit, made it much quieter, added some sound insulation in the roof, the firewall, and a few other places I can't remember off the top of my head, to make everything a little bit quieter, make the engine less pronounced. I've obviously driven a royal ton of QX60s. In fact, I did a swap in upstate New York. Drove a 4-cylinder there and a 6-cylinder back. I prefer the 4-cylinder. I just think the torque is better. The transmission tuning is way better. It still has the good old 9-speed that was added in 22. Matter of fact, I've been driving this in auto mode because Sport mode now really changes things. It will hold revs real high to help reduce some of that turbo lag and the hunting through the 9 ratios. So it's actually done they've done pretty good things in terms of tuning to make this a really decent driving experience. Now, don't get into this expecting it to be an X7M, but you could drive it, have fun. So what the Sport did was it replaced the black edition from the Luxe and the sensory trim in one. So they added the captain's chairs, stuff like that, new interior color, open pore wood trim, changed a few things, brought it up to its own trim level, and called it the Sport. Put it into Sport mode for the twisty section. You'll see downshifts under braking. This is very much the, well, not very much, it is. This is the launch spec of the QX60 Sport. All the press release images when these were first announced, and they were actually already in production when they announced them. I knew this was coming for a couple of years now, since probably like 24. I knew this was coming. I couldn't say anything because I wasn't sure what was public info. But obviously, once they announced everything, I could speak a little bit more freely about it. Do have paddles behind the wheel. I don't really find myself using them. In sport mode, the transmission does pretty much what I want it to, so there's no need. At the end of the day, too, I'm not driving this like a sports car. It's a 3-row SUV, and I'm driving it like that. All in all, the QX60 Sport, I think, you know, breathes some nice sportiness to the QX60 lineup. Adds a really cool look, adds blue leather, which not a lot of luxury cars are doing now. And I'll say this, I don't know how it's going to come across on camera, like I already said. Everybody I've showed this to loves it. They're like, oh wow, that's really, really cool. It's very subtle. It's not in your face bright blue. It's very subtle. If you looked at it at night, you wouldn't be able to tell it's blue. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. I'll see you all in the next one.